What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Michael's Weird Kitchen. And today we're going to revisit chicken livers. Yes, last time I cooked them for you on the stove, and that's okay, that's fine, you know, it's a good treat. But you can also air fry them and make them real crispy. So let's check this out, shall we? Got my air fryer, my bowl for mixing and whatnot, onion, tomatoes, salad dressing, and salad. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go put the salad on chill along with the dressing because that will come later. Of course, can't stick them in the regular freezer. I have to stick them in the big one. All right, so getting back to this. Got my recipe on my phone. So first, you're going to make what's called the brine. I'm going to make that right here. You have to mix hot sauce and buttermilk. There we go. All right. Save the rest of that. I'm going to pour my hot sauce into the brine or the buttermilk, creating a brine. I'm just going to use the rest of the bottle I've got. All right. Throw that away. Now I'm going to go put the buttermilk in the fridge too to keep that from spoiling. Because Jess will use that for something else for cooking in the future. Especially with Thanksgiving coming up. All right, so I'm going to get a spoon, mix this together. Yeah, you just got to kind of gently run a spoon around it. All right. Now, the texture of my brine is very fine. The main ingredient, chicken livers. We're going to undo the top here. Now, you're going to want to drain them after opening them because they will have guts and water in there and everything. So let's drain it in the sink. Gently hold your hand over when you're draining. See that? There they are. Hold your hand over them and you just let the liquid drip into the sink. All right. So now they are drained. They are ready to go into the brine, where they will sit for almost an hour. Okay. Now I'm going to do something you may not have to, but I'm gonna swap the bowls I'm using. Clean out this bowl. I'm gonna throw this in here. Okay. Where's that spoon I had? Get all the excess brine out of here. All right. Gonna just mix them around a little bit, get them deep in there. Then, to speed up the process, it says to let it sit in the brine for 1 hour before the next step. I'm gonna speed up that process by putting them in the freezer for about 30 minutes, maybe 20. That will keep them from going bad, and it will keep them from getting hot. Having trouble getting stuff in the freezer. All right, so while that's in the freezer, we're going to go to the next step. Which is grease the air fryer basket with a little oil. Oh, since we're making a salad, I was going to make some onion. And what I want to do is something special. I like to boil my onions. Here in Louisiana, we have what's called Cajun boils, where we do crawfish. We really call them crawfish boils. But you could do anything. You could do crawfish, shrimp, any kind of seafood you want. I mean, when I lived in Orlando, people still had shrimp boils and stuff like that. But here in Louisiana, we love to do crawfish. So, let me get a pot, fill it up with just a little bit of water. Then we start the stove top. There we go. This is Michael's weird kitchen. Nothing is ever where it's supposed to be because my family takes everything and just puts it anywhere. This will work. All right, so we're gonna boil that onion. That way, when we're ready to make the salad, we can cut it up smoothly and all that. Okay, so now, let's see what we're gonna do. You kind of just wait for a little bit, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and grease the basket here. Let me make sure before I do. Okay. This should be ready. Let me go and get the livers and brine. You don't have to wait an hour or even a half hour. It's just recommended. But for the sake of this video, we're going to speed up the process a little bit. All right. Okay. So, now it's time for flour and coating. Dog needs to move. I'm going to use this baking sheet. Alright, so I've got my flour. Alright, so let's open up the flour. You just want to pour a bunch of flour into the thing. That's perfect. Spread it around evenly. Now, you want to take your livers put them into it, put each individual liver break them up, and put them into the flour. You know what's ironic is I put hot sauce in this because it called for it, but I hate hot sauce. Ooh, do I hate it. Alright, that's it for that. So now, I put them all in here evenly. All the livers are in the flour, so I'm going to put this over here in the sink. You want to roll them around in the flour. Get them nice and covered, each one individually covered in flour. It may take you some time, but you'll get it. If you want, you can use excess flour around, just on each. Now the flour is going to stick to your fingers. So once you're finished kind of rolling them up in it, go to your sink and wash your hands to get all that off. I would not recommend sucking your fingers. A, it will taste nasty, and B, you could get sick. All right. Now, we've got all of our livers nice and rolled up. So it says preheat your air fryer to 380 degrees. So I will do that. Let's see. That wrong. All right, 380 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what your air fryer should be set to. Now, okay, well, I'm gonna have to redo that step, but that's okay. I've got some vegetable oil here. Hold up, I need to make sure my instructions are correct. Doesn't say anything about parchment paper, so I'm gonna pour this in here. Make sure all the sides are coated with vegetable oil. All right. Now you bring your livers over and you start placing them gently into the fryer. Look at that. It's gonna be a nice big one. Pull some of them apart. And I just destroyed one, but that's okay. I think I got them all in there. Make sure by feeling around in the flour, make sure that you didn't leave any in there. once again, you're going to wash your hands because all that flour is going to get stuck to your fingers. Do not lick them. Wash your hands thoroughly. All right, now we have them in here. Moving over a little bit. Now that they're in here, damn it. Well, this was just a tag. All right, so now we're going to put it in the air fryer. Set it to 380 degrees Fahrenheit. And set it for 25 minutes. All right. Now this is making noise. So let me grab a pot holder. Pull this up. Okay, our onion is boiling. I'm going to grab a spoon, start whisking it around. I don't know if you can hear the air fryer going. I'm going to cover this up some more. We're just going to let it boil. I'm going to clean up a little bit because some stuff isn't needed anymore, like this flour. I could put it back in the refrigerator. Yeah, you could hear in the background my dishwasher, my washing machine, and my dryer. And hopefully you can hear the air fryer. It's going too. All right, so I'm going to throw the packaging away for the chicken livers. Okay. Yeah, chicken livers, I love chicken livers. I have a big history with them. My dad introduced me to them, and I just love them. As a matter of fact, I usually don't get Thursdays off at work, but this Thursday, 2 days from now, I'm going out to Gonzales to the Country Kitchen, which is about 45 minutes away from where I live, just so I can have their Thursday buffet that features chicken livers. Yes, I love the Country Kitchen in Gonzales. That is a fantastic restaurant. I grew up going there. And I'll go every chance I can because it's not often. It's like once in a blue moon. Maybe once every couple of months. I've been lucky here in the last couple of months. I think I've gone about 3 times. Tomorrow will be my 4th. But of course, that's over a few months time span. Well, I'm going to pour a drink. We're going to be here for a while. Let me go get my cherry Dr. Thunder. cold, that is. Pretty cold. You know, I like to snack while I cook. My wife thinks that's odd, but, well, you know, I'm cooking, so what you want? What you want? What you want? All right. I got me some leftover peanuts from last night's Weird Kitchen video where I made peanuts and Coke for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm the only one that eats these, so I just pour them right out of the tube. You know what's interesting there? Peanuts and cherry Dr. Thunder. Only difference is I'm inhaling them separately, not mixing them. All right. Let me. My Mickey Mouse Disney hand thing. Get that onion nice and boiling, and you know what? I'm going to put it on a little more, but I'm going to throw some garlic in there. Not a lot, just enough to soak that onion. This I will lick off my fingers. Then you mix the garlic around in there with the onion. And you once again put the top on. Alright, so, needless to say, Thanksgiving is coming up. I'm very excited. A lot happens on Thanksgiving. I wake up in the morning. My family and I watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on NBC. Then we go over to my wife's parents' house and we have Thanksgiving with her brothers, her mother and father. Sorry, these peanuts. Then afterwards we come home and we chillax because we're usually stuffed. But I love Thanksgiving, I do. I love the holidays. I'm a big holidays guy. From October through January, I'm in hog heaven. And this year, her brother is coming up from Florida, from Cape Coral, and he's going to join us for Thanksgiving. So that's going to be very exciting. As well as my brother is going to be with us as well, my brother Christopher. He joined us last year for the first time in I don't know how long. So I'm very excited for Thanksgiving, I really am. And And I have other annual traditions during the holidays. For instance, Christmas Eve. I usually work Christmas Eve, but the store usually closes at 6. Now, when I lived in Orlando, see, it was Eastern time zone. I like to watch the annual Christmas Eve tradition of It's a Wonderful Life on NBC. You know, I have an over-the-air antenna on both our TVs in the living room and bedroom. When we lived in Orlando, we had one on the rooftop, so I never had any issues getting any channels in Orlando. Unfortunately, here I live in a rent house, so I've got to use an indoor antenna. And I do get most of our channels 90 to 100% signal strength, but our CBS and our ABC I cannot. They're on the VHF band, and the ones I do get are on the UHF band. UHF is a lot more robust, that's why. I don't know if y'all are interested in a lesson on over-the-air signals and how they work. VHF signals require direct line of sight from tower to antenna, which is why for all VHF reception it's recommended you have a rooftop antenna, because that's the best way it's going to get there. Indoor isn't going to work because your house is an obstruction. UHF is a lot more robust. It goes through windows, construction, door, all that kind of stuff. However, it can penetrate walls and everything, but you still lose valuable signal strength if you're using an indoor antenna. But again, it depends how strong the signal is. In our case, our local NBC, Fox, and PBS all come in at 90 to 100% strength because their signal strength is all the way up there. I mean, we're talking more than 50,000 watts. They're huge. And you can pick them up very easily. Some people joke on Google, if you put a paper clip into the RF adapter on your television, RF connector on your television, you just make it straight out and you'll pick up NBC and Fox. It's that simple. So they're extremely strong signals in our area, which is good because I'm a huge NBC fan. As a matter of fact, that's why I love their Peacock streaming service so much, because I watch so much NBC. It's a no-brainer. It's an extension of NBC. I've got the Peacock Premium Plus plan, which is good to have because, like I said, our signals do normally come in 90 to 100% signal strength. However, like I just explained, they're indoor antennas. So when it rains, when there's bad weather, that can disrupt the signal. And it'll start pixelating and going depending on how bad the weather is. It's just like satellite television. And I knew somebody that had Dish Network and DirecTV, and he got rid of both of them because every time it rained, it started pixelating and no signal until long after the rain stopped. And he was paying like $100-something on his bill for this stuff, and he can't watch it every time it rains. At least with an over-the-air antenna, you don't pay anything. It's free. So rain may disrupt your signal, but you're not paying for it. The Peacock Premium Plus plan, the highest tier, not only gives you ad-free Peacock, but they also supply your local NBC station. In our case, it's WVLA 33, local channel 33.1 over the air. When I lived in Orlando, it was WESH2, WESH 2 we called it, and it was on 2.1 in Orlando. So you will get your individual market's local NBC station with their highest tier Premium Plus. And I love it because if the weather's bad and the antenna's flickering and all, I just go over to Peacock, whammo, worry-free stream. Last year it helped me out during It's a Wonderful Life because it rained all day Christmas Eve. I'll never forget it. It was awful. I went to work. I worked in the rain. I got off at 6 and I was drenched to the bone. I couldn't move. I felt I was full of weight from the water. And it just rained all night. It continued all into Christmas morning and all that. And I came home, took a shower, turned the TV on. Sure enough, the signal on 33.1 is going. So I went over to Peacock. Flawless. I watched the whole 3-hour spot worry-free. So it does help out in cases of bad weather. Now, I try to watch over the air anyway whenever I can because the picture and sound is just superb. If you're watching over Peacock, it's not superb. It's not crystal clear HD. It is HD, but it's more like 720p versus you want 1080p. You're going to get 1080p over the air antenna. On Peacock, you're liable to get 720p. Not a big deal. As we get older, that doesn't matter. My eyesight can't really tell the difference. But again, because of the signal dropouts and bad weather, Peacock saved me, and I was able to watch It's a Wonderful Life with no problems. All right, I'm moving this onion around. Now, to those interested, Peacock is not necessarily a replacement for NBC. Like I just said, It's a Wonderful Life. They air that every Christmas Eve on NBC, but it does not air on Peacock. Paramount Pictures currently owns the rights to that, so it's not going to be on Peacock. As well as this year, as a matter of fact, the Rankin-based television specials, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, are now owned by NBC Universal. So they're going to run those on NBC this year for the first time. As a matter of fact, there's a 75-minute extended special for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, December 6th, with all kinds of outtakes and footage and all special stuff. We don't know what it is because NBC's not telling us, but it's supposed to be really good. And I get off of work at 5 that night and it starts at 7, so I'm really excited. I'm not going to miss it. But they are not going to stream it, however. Like, for instance, if I was to be watching WVLA NBC 33 here in Baton Rouge through Peacock, once the local news shuts off at 7, the stream is going to shut down. We saw this last year when it aired on CBS. All the live TV streaming services shut down when that went because CBS announced they didn't have streaming rights to stream it online. So that sucked. You could only watch it if you had an antenna or cable. Well, who the hell has cable anymore? But they say they're going to have to do the same thing again this year with the NBC contracts because NBC does not have streaming rights for it yet. So that sucks. But that's where my antenna saved the day. I've got one of those big, wide, flat antennas. In the bedroom, it's in the window, and in the living room, it's up high, right under the ceiling, because it has to be as high up as it can be for the best signal. And our living room has windows on each side like this, so that signal just comes right in perfectly. The bedroom only has one window in the direction of the broadcast tower. The windows in the bedroom are here and here. So you put it here, you're not going to get anything because you're facing the opposite of the tower. So I put it in the window here, and I get full 90 to 100% signal strength in both rooms, which is great. It took me 7 months trial and error to figure out the best place for it, but it was worth it. Each antenna was like $60, so it was about a $120 investment. And I mean, I've been using them for the last 2 years. So, good investment overall. I missed my rooftop antenna in Orlando, but my father owned that house and he put it on the roof. So, unfortunately, I'm currently living in a rent house and I've already inquired about it and they will not permit me to drill holes in walls, so I cannot install a rooftop antenna. It sucks, but what you gonna do? I'm not a big fan of ABC or CBS anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Most of what I watch is on NBC and PBS. And also MeTV. That's an interesting story too. So here in Baton Rouge, I got a couple of minutes. MeTV is attached to a Baton Rouge independent station. And that station's signal stinks. Up until August of this year, we could not pick it up at all. It just did not come in. Then in August, one morning, my father was in town, and he came over to look at the house. I was having an issue in the house. And voila, I ran a channel scan, and 39 WBXH showed up. Awesome. So I was all excited for a minute, but then over the next week or two, the signal kept going out and going back up and down. It just fluctuates from 0 to 50. It stays in a low margin, 0 to 50, but it fluctuates constantly. So it's not a very dependable signal. And that's why I pay an annual subscription for Friendly TV, because it not only has MeTV, but it also has MeTV Plus and MeTV Tunes. So it's all around. For $95 a year, that's a steal. And it ensures I get my MeTV, all 3 channels, because also here in Baton Rouge, we only have an affiliate for the main MeTV channel. We don't have affiliates for MeTV Plus or MeTV Tunes. And the good thing about Friendly is it has an unlimited 3-month DVR. So if I miss something, I can record it. Fantastic. All right. I'm going to cover this up for just another minute or two. And then we're going to turn it off. You're going to see me make a salad later. 2 more minutes on the air fryer. And I may have to go a little longer just because I'm going by what the recipe told me. Alright, I'm done with the recipe. Pretty much told me everything I needed to know. Man, this stove is noisy. So is my floor. Hear that? Our house is on stilts, so you can imagine. The floor goes rap, rap in certain spots. I think we can cut this. And now the air fryer is beeping. Why did I do that? Ooh, not bad. Try to show y'all here. Yeah. All right. So they are fried. Now, I'm going to take out a little plate. Kids do this. All right. Just gonna wash that off for a second. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can. Gonna use a spatula. This down, grip the handle here. Look at that. They are so crispy. Some of the crisp. Okay. That's not the best idea. Alright. So now we have crispy fried chicken livers. And we're not done. washing during the video. I apologize. But I think I can wash this stuff pretty quick. I'm going to wash out the container I have the brine in. You know, I'm excited. Tonight my wife is going to come home from work and we're going to finally finish our Christmas tree. Maybe I'll make that a program for you guys. You could join us. I don't know. Maybe she won't go for that. But it's an idea. We'll see. All right, so let's get the salad out of the refrigerator. Got my zesty Italian dressing. See any scissors. That's fine. I'll just cut this up with a knife. Alrighty. There's the salad. Okay, now this is where we take our onion and we cut it up for the salad. Use a pair of tongs. I use those when I make steak. Which is interesting because tonight I'm making ribs for the family. I have ribs in the oven. They've been slow cooking since 7 this morning on 200 degrees. And they're not getting pulled out until almost 8 o'clock tonight. Whew, they're gonna be good. It's one thing I love to do. Okay, now. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here or not. But, oh yeah, that was ready. Now, what you want to do is take the skin off of the onion and just discard of it. Throw it away. It's of no value to you and no use. That is hot still. I'm burning my hands up. Ah! Alrighty, well, that's fine. Just make sure that all the... Alright, so now you throw the excess skin away in the trash. And you can just start cutting up the onion any way you like for your salad. Sorry, it's still super hot. You may want to wait if you don't want to burn yourself. I'm used to being burnt, so it doesn't really matter to me, and I'm good with cooking and knives and all that, so I'll just cut it up. Itty bitty pieces. Maybe I could tear some of it up. There you go. And you know what I would recommend? The little tail end pieces, cut them off too. They just don't go good in the salad. Do better just tearing this. That's a shame. That knife has good ridges, but it just doesn't serve my purpose. There's enough onion here I can eat some of it while I'm making it. All right, so get my onions prepped. I got my salad. Got my livers. My salad dressing. And my onions. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw some of these into the salad. And you know, you could do a lot with these fried chicken livers. I've even made, here in the South, we call, well, in Louisiana, we call them po' boys. But I know a lot of people elsewhere just call them subs. You can make a fried chicken liver sub, or a hero, or whatever you want to call it. Look at that. They are beautiful. But I'm going to make a salad with them because I don't have any sub bread or anything like that. So, oh well for that. And I'm going to drop the rest in there. Alrighty. For our tomatoes, I'm going to use grape tomatoes. I'm going to clean them off though before I use them. Always rinse anything like this just to get them cleaned off. All right. These were my grape tomatoes. Sorry, for the salad. I just pour them all in there. Just mash it all up in there. So I got it all together there. Then you throw your onion in.
What are you making?
This is my daughter Gracie. Say hello. Get yourself on the camera.
Hi.
I'm making a fried chicken liver salad.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
Not very good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna mush all that there. And finally, you top it off with your dressing. I assume you need something?
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you take me to Taco Bell when you're done with this?
Taco Bell, okay. Well, where is that?
By the McDonald's over here.
Okay. Tonight, me and your mother are doing the Christmas tree. Will you help us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay.
I might even do a show for the people. Let them hang out with us while we finish our Christmas tree. How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
I'm trying all kinds of new programming ideas. I want my channel to be special.
Okay, I'll walk away now.
This will really make you. Ugh. Ah. All right, so now the dressing is all over it. Then you just gotta grind it all up. This is gonna be so good. And there you have chicken liver salad. I hope y'all enjoyed this. All right. Onions, tomato. You know what I didn't put in it was cheese. But I'm not gonna put cheese in it. You can if you like. You can add anything you want. As a matter of fact, when you make these and don't put them in salad, if you just make them and eat them fried chicken livers, you can dip them in honey mustard and ranch dressing. They are fantastic. There's all kinds of things you can do with chicken livers. And I hope you've enjoyed this revisiting of them so I can show you more that you can do with them. I may make a third one later. Like I said, maybe I could make fried chicken liver subs. Who knows? Now I've already shown you the instructions how to fry them, so I mean I don't really have to do that part again on camera, do I? So the sub one will probably be very short, but if I do decide to show you how to do that, I'll do it. So thank you for watching Michael's Weird Kitchen, and I will see you later on the flip side. I almost forgot. I didn't eat it for you guys. Well, let's eat it. Mmm. Very good. This is a good lunch. Who needs Taco Bell when you have this?
I need Taco Bell because I'm not going to eat that. Oh, you're still recording.
Huh?
You're still recording.
Yes, I am. See, this piece has some lettuce, onion, and liver. Mmm. All right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And for real this time, I'm leaving. Peace. I gotta get my daughter to Taco Bell.